Hey, welcome back to Can We Play Already? This is the second half of episode 5 of Heroes of Valto's Crossing. We are currently venturing into the Badlands. We are on our way to a fire temple inside a kind of active volcano, it seems. And we just came from the Orc Village where we got some cool information from the seers there. Anyways, on the road, you've encountered this wounded Aarakocra. Tangle has dived in to save them from an earth elemental and some rogue dust mephits, and you're trying to carry them away 15 feet at a time. That is slower than the earth elemental.
Yep.
And anyways, we're going to kick off combat. If you haven't seen the show before, we do it a little differently, where we decide who goes first in combat with our rolls, and then you get to decide who goes next, and you get chances to steal. I have 4 chances to steal initiative this combat, so I'll keep those handy, and I'll let Kanaima kick things off. I'm going to say that you're all about 60 feet away. Actually, we've had time to catch up. I'm going to give it to you and say you're all 30 feet away from the dust elemental and the mephits that surround it. Right now, they're kind of like the earth elemental looks kind of like shrouded in a bit of blowing sand and dust from the mephits that seem to be just like hovering around it, making themselves kind of hard to see, but you can still make out their little impish forms. And they all look set on getting that Aarakocra that Tangle is dragging away towards you. He's about halfway between you, 15 feet away. Okay. So what do you want to do? This thing looks sturdy as shit.
So are the little dust?
Little dusties?
Yeah, the dusties. Are they closer to Tangle than the?
Not really. They're like kind of like swarming or like circling around the elemental, almost like drawn to it.
Okay.
They can act on their own. You've seen them do it, but like they seem to be kind of like right now just under their control a bit.
Yeah. Okay. I am going because if I run in and attack one of them,
you're going to be surrounded.
Yeah, I'm going to be surrounded. Okay.
So you won't get your bonus.
Yeah. I'm going to go over to where Tangle is with the Aarakocra.
Yeah.
And just like put myself in between the two of them and the other guys and like ready a kind of like an attack or something.
Okay, so what do you want to ready? An attack? And what's your trigger if anyone tries to hurt Tangle?
Yeah. Like if anyone like comes toward us, like if
anyone tries to get past you, they get a knife.
Yeah.
Or a scimitar.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay, I like that. Who do you want to go next?
Does anyone have anything that they have a plan?
I'm debating whether to cast Bless again or whether we can just take it on our own.
If there's a debate, I'm going to call a bluff and I'm going to take my turn instead.
Sure. Yeah, do it.
I'm going to take a turn as the Earth Elemental and I'm going to call Kanaima on this. So you will get an attack because it's going to charge towards Tangle and the person, the Aarakocra. So first off, you get to do an attack against it. It is charging alone. So you do have your sneak attack.
Okay, that is...
Because sneak attack is technically once per anyone's turn.
17?
That's cool.
17 to hit?
Yeah.
You are going to hit.
Yay.
So yeah.
I mean, readying an action is essentially just delaying your own turn.
Kind of. You don't get the bonus action, though. You just get one action.
Oh, so you can't do your offhand strike.
8, 12, plus 3? Actually, is it plus 3? Yeah, it's plus 3. 15.
15 damage?
Nice.
It's something, but it's not like you're hacking at boulders. So you know you're not as effective against this thing as you might be against the mephits. It has some physical damage immunity, or not immunity, resistance. So it's only doing half. Next up, this thing is going to take a few hits at you and is a heavy hitter, but we'll see.
Big chungus.
What's your AC looking like?
Can I actually use an inspiration to interrupt just before it attacks?
Oh, you want to interrupt its turn?
Yeah. I just want to like hit it with frostbite so it has disadvantage potentially.
I say if you're going to be willing to spend inspiration, we'll say that you can, but I'm going to go right after you.
I like it.
Okay.
So is this just like getting the mechanics in my head? We're interrupting like mid-turn on this creature, right?
Yeah, normally I wouldn't. I'm going to
Okay.
say maybe this happens before Kanaima does this
Okay.
and like before anything else happens.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, retcons are fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's also cool action to just be like, oh, sweet. Like, look at Kanaima's going to get hit, and you're like, oh no, and just like shoot Frost at this thing to slow its punches down. That's pretty awesome too in like narrative sense.
Yeah, I love that.
All right, so what are you rolling?
Very defensive thing. You make a con save.
Very defensive of you.
Like, Weltide's just like doing an attack to protect something else. Like,
Nice
Very
to
well
meet
timed.
you.
nice to meet. Yeah. That's
What am I supposed to
say.
hit?
You need to hit 14.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
This thing
say.
is a chonky boy, so his con is going to be up there.
So I tried, but it shook.
Does
shook the
anything
cold
happen
off.
at all?
No, it's a cantrip.
No,
so.
some burnout. You're
7.
still good. You're at max die still with that. That's awesome. All right, so you attempt to stave it off with this chonky boy with your frostbite, obviously.
Wait, it can't attack me.
Why not?
Oh, it's attacks of opportunity. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
avoid it. This is an actual turn.
This is an actual
This will be its turn, so it's not
Yeah.
doing anything else till all of you have gone again. What's your AC?
15.
All right. You are going to take a lot of damage. It's going to be 28.
What?
Hits you with 2 attacks, like really well. And it just slams its earth boulder fist into you and knocks you to the ground. What are you at?
I was at, I had full, I
So-
was at 39.
So 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this thing hits hard, and if it hits both attacks in a turn, it's not great, and you are you're the tank, so that's good. You took the damage. It's better you than anyone else
Yeah,
on this
right?
team, right?
Any, like,
If it hit
any of
anyone
you
else,
guys,
I was gonna
yeah,
say
y'all
maybe
be
it's
out.
best that you don't go into this fight doing the defensive thing, but like maybe it's best that you did because you have the HP to take it and still get healed and not make a death save.
Yeah.
So yeah, you try, like, this is super dramatic already. I love it. This earth elemental comes tumbling at you. Wildtide tries to throw out this frostbite to slow it down, but it fails to have any effect on it, and it just kind of knocks you aside and you skid across the kind of rocky dirt. A little bit banged up for sure. This one hurt you. It packed a punch. You got a good hit on it though too. You carved off a chunk of boulder on it, but it's not as much as you need. Who do you want to actually? I mean, technically that was my turn, and Wildtide's gone.
and because
Yeah,
Kanaima
so you
already
get to choose.
went.
Does the alley get to like pick like the methods if it wants to, or does it have to pick one of us?
It can, but I kind of want to see what you guys do first before they do their thing. So they're still behind it. They didn't go with it. They're still behind it by about 15 feet. I'm going to say Andrew's next.
Andrew yells out, "Are we focusing on the big guy or are we focusing on the little guys?"
The big guy's focusing on me! Clearly!
Okay, it's big guy. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the big guy. I'm hoping it does not have a high dex save.
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
No. Yeah.
It's a pile of rocks.
Yeah.
Good insight on that one. I rolled a natural 1.
Yes, so that it does not. Yeah.
Nice.
Big
Big number.
Well, I can't go that high on this, unfortunately.
Oh
that's
my
a 1,
God.
so I do 1 radiant damage to it.
Plus anything?
No, I don't. Oh no, do I have my spellcasting?
No, I don't think so.
You don't actually add bonuses.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
But
yeah.
it can't hide from cover.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
And then as my bonus, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Kanaima.
Perfect. This is where you shine.
Yes, yeah, this is what I am good at. So I'm going to roll a d4. I got a 4 plus my spellcasting mod, which is 3, so 7 plus 2, so it's 9, plus spells level, which is 1, so 10. Yeah, healing you for 10, and then I'm going to roll my burnout die twice. That one's fine, and that one's fine.
Perfect.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, I guess just a reminder too for cover and stuff. There's not a lot here. Like there's some small rocks and stuff that can provide like a +2 to AC.
Yeah.
Also, each other can provide a +2 to
yeah.
AC. Don't forget
So
that.
this is Oh wait, by being next to each other, we
By
provide?
being behind somebody.
Oh, okay.
If somebody's like trying to hit you past somebody with a range attack.
Mhm.
But I mean,
Right.
the elemental's not going to be ranging.
Yeah. Right now, my point is or my goal is to keep mostly out of the elemental's range and not bunch up with anyone right now either.
Okay,
So
cool.
keeping spread
So
out.
staying back a bit, yeah, and spread
Yeah.
out. Okay, so Andrew's on their own, trying to stay away from everything. Who do you want to go next? It can either be the Mephits or Tangle.
I want Tangle to have a shot.
All right. Okay, so now that we're kind of have formed up a bit of a line between the enemies, I'm going to let this Aarakocra down. Any information about them, or I guess that's relevant later.
They look like a scout or a hunter of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like middle-aged.
Okay, cool. All right, well, yeah, I'll set her down gently and then turn to join this combat.
Perfect. Yeah. What do you want to do?
What are you at, health-wise?
21.
Right back up. You see, that's why I got to hit hard because you guys have all this heals, so I don't feel bad about
I'm
it.
running out of spell
Got
slots.
3 healers. I got them.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I should heal you again or start, like, tearing away at the elemental.
Well, quick
Well,
decision.
Turn
my
away.
my next turn will probably be like run in, run out. So I won't be in their path necessarily. But
True.
Tick tock, tick tock.
so go attack.
It's the heat of combat. What does Tangle do?
Ah! Okay, so I'm going to jump back up into the sky so that I am out of as high as I can possibly go.
On your own,
you-
so 50 feet?
Yeah, 50 feet.
You dropped the.
Yeah, I just set them down, and then I'm just
Okay.
going to launch up 50 feet and then toss down a shatter at the earth elemental.
Ooh, that's a good.
What's the range on Shatter?
60 feet.
60 feet, and it's what, a like sphere or 10-foot radius sphere. So yeah, you could hit just the elemental. You could even, I'd say you could probably hit the elemental and the Mephits too.
Do it.
Can I?
Yeah, if you aimed it between them.
Dang. Okay, yeah.
Because they're within 20 feet of each other.
All right, absolutely.
So what am I making?
I
Con saves?
think so. Let me check. Each creature, 10-foot radius. Yeah, con save.
Okay, so the Earth Elemental, Chonky Boy, he's going to pass. He gets 20. Mephits, not so much. What do I need to hit? What's your save DC?
13.
All right, 2 of them are taking full damage.
Okay.
So is this a half damage if they pass thing?
Yes.
So 7,
15. Okay, so 15 for the full damage and
7 for the half, because rounds down.
okay, yeah.
All right, what kind of damage is it?
Is it thunder or?
Yes, it is thunder.
All right,
Oh, the earth elemental has disadvantage on the saving throw because it's made of stone, crystal, or metal.
Whoa.
I got a 19.
Fuck.
I rolled a 14 and 15.
Well,
However, it does, so it's vulnerable. You can tell the thunder damage like shakes it apart. So it does, even though it took half damage, it takes full damage still
really?
because it's also vulnerable, which is double damage. So
Oh, interesting.
Oh shit.
it's gonna actually technically takes 14.
Neat. Okay, so yeah, 14 for it, and then 2 of the Mephits take 15.
Yeah, they are looking rough. The 2 Mephits that took 15 damage. You can tell that's not very. They're not very tanky.
Cool.
So 14. That's 2 and 2. All right, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I guess the Mephits go next.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the only ones who haven't gone, so I guess I have to pass to them.
That's very fair.
Have to.
I wouldn't choose to.
Okay, so Andrew's keeping on their own. Well tied, you're kind of on your own now too because Kanaima's gone up to save them. Kanaima, you're the only person next to the Aarakocra on the ground. Tangle's 50 feet up in the air. All right, so the Mephits are going to.
Tingle's kind of bark skinny right now, still as well.
Right, remember your
Oh,
AC
yeah.
is 16, right? So you can fight a bit.
True.
Um,
I'm not used to this. I'm normally so fragile.
all right, so 2 of the Mephits are going to go after Kanaima and Andri. So you've each got one on you, and
Are these the damage methods? Or are they?
Yeah, they're the ones that are pretty damaged.
So the one that is less damage is keeping close to the elemental.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
For now.
Yeah.
They're both gonna just like blow a storm of dust at you, and you each have to make a dex save. The DC is only 10. If you fail it, you're blinded until next turn.
Oh my god.
You're blind?
I am also blind.
Yep.
Okay, so you're both blinded for your next turn, and sorry, you can repeat the save at the end of that turn.
I hate this.
Yes, so you have disadvantage on attacking anything you can't see, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much it, disadvantage. I think, if you can't see things, they have advantage when attacking you. The third one is gonna go for well-tied, and it's just gonna claw at you.
Okay.
It's a 12 to hit AC.
I'm 12, so it doesn't hit, right?
It does if I, yeah.
Oh, it does
You're
hit,
exactly
okay.
12?
So it's the reverse. Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
12.
You take 4.
4. All
Yeah,
right.
you either have to meet or exceed a target.
So then I got to do a con.
This one you don't have to do any save. It's just the dust methods scratches.
For my concentration on this.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a DC 10
Oh.
con save for Barkskin. Jeez, thank God I have players that remember concentration more than I do.
Question about the blindness that's afflicting them.
Yeah.
Is that because it's like stuck in their eyes, or is there still a cloud around them?
It's because it's stuck in their eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're blinded by sand. They have to get it out.
Dang.
I'm okay with the blindness, at least. I think Kanaima's hitting harder.
I'm okay being blind.
Yeah, I got a system.
Not 20.
So you're fine concentrating.
Yeah.
The dust methods are going to pick the elemental to go first if anyone doesn't want to
If there was a
interrupt.
cloud, I was
Oh.
going to gust it away.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be good.
Yeah, if anyone could do
Your
something to heal
gust.
it, Kanaima probably needs it more than Andrew does.
I mean, Kanaima got back to everyone else's HP.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
True. Actually, I'm
probably-
over HP now.
Just don't get hit by that elemental again.
The elemental's going to go next, and if you guys want to spend inspiration to interrupt, you can. But otherwise, they're going to go. Three,
I spent mine for that
2,
frostbite that didn't hit.
They're going to go, and they're going to change this. So what they're going to do is they're going to burrow themselves into the ground.
Oh.
Now that Kanaima's down and they see other threats. And they basically morph into the earth and the stone, the clay around them, and you can't not see where they're going at all, and they just gonna pop up somewhere. While it travels underground, it's invisible essentially.
We can't feel it rumbling, or
I mean, you can when it appears, but it has an ability where it doesn't disturb the earth at all while it, because it just it basically is the
becomes
earth.
the earth. Yeah, that's really cool.
It's gonna go for well-tied, which is probably best because you're not at disadvantage against its attacks. But it's not good because it's very strong.
Being attacked is no fun.
Your AC is 12.
Yes.
You're like, how do I react?
How do I react to this? Yeah, do I have any reactions? Yeah. All right. Do not have reaction things unless I can turn my staff into a thing. No, that's an action.
That's an action.
Yeah.
It's going to be dealing 20 damage.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I haven't hit below a 13 on that thing for its attacks the whole time.
So
But this is hard mode. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
I'm KO'd then.
Mhm.
That
So
is
not
17.
fully, but you're at 0.
Yeah. Yeah, I just meant knocked out, not killed.
All right.
Right. Do I automatically lose a death save?
No, you don't.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm supposed to be mean, so you're going to go next and make a death save.
And concentration breaks, you no longer have good AC.
Yes, you're back to normal AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're perfect. You can say 2 words and you can see 10 feet around you. It kind of just pummels you with its rock fist, and you're on the ground as well. Just kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I just tell Alda to go be safe. Take cover, Alda. Go.
Absolutely. Alda runs for it to go hide until you're safe again.
Where did it go?
Oh wait.
It goes to Kanaima.
There are more things like your friends dying to earth elementals.
Yes, of course, of course.
Who do you want to go next,
Jingle's
Valtide?
hungry.
Yeah. Pick me.
What the hell are you gonna do? Fly away?
No, I'm gonna help.
Eat Aldo?
Who do you want to go next?
Andrew.
Andrew.
I was gonna come down and heal you.
So will Andrew.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, fair.
I don't know what's going on because I am a blind person right now.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I should have. Well, you can choose Tangle.
Yeah, it's not like a complete blindness. It's just like it's a heavy one. But you know that Welltide's in trouble.
Jesus,
it's
take the
roughly in
wheel.
that area.
Yeah. How far apart are all of us?
I'd say you're all like 10 feet apart, roughly.
Okay. Cool. Oh, jeez, should I be spending healing on this? I do want to, so with my blindness, could I make my way over to Welltide, or is that like a trick?
Yeah, you still knew where she was before you got blinded.
Okay.
And can see dim you can see their robes and stuff.
I wish I could do several things per
And the
turn, but I
bouldering
can't.
mass above
okay,
them.
well, so then the situation being what it is, I'm...
So diplomatic. Well, the situation is quite grim.
Well, it is, because I was going to do, more attacky stuff, but I'm worried for Welltide, so I'm going to stumble over to where Welltide is. Jesus, there's a giant monster right there.
You know what? Your healing spells are not impeded by your blindness, though, so that's good.
That's true. Well, I mean...
But
maybe
locating Welltide might
Well,
be.
so
I can.
No, it's
I
fine.
can shapeshift as soon as you bring me back up.
Yeah, I was gonna come over and do Spare the Dying, to save you from
Death saves.
Yeah.
Oh, it just means you're at 0 HP and out, but
Yeah.
you don't have to make death saves.
Yes. Although would just sending healing over make more sense?
Healing
I think
will
healing
automatically.
anything
sorry.
brings you back to consciousness.
And you also
Okay,
I know
so
you
then
want to do
we
something
got-
aggressive, so I'm just gonna say Tangle already did say they're gonna try and heal Welltide as well.
Yes.
They can just pick them next.
So
So feel free to go with your gut.
maybe because I was kind of wanting to cast Spiritual Weapon.
TikTok. It's the heat of combat. What's Andrew's instinct say?
Yeah, I mean, I think Andrew's kind of caught up in the fighty fight stuff happening.
All
so I
right.
think she's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. So I'm going to go back through the spell book, and I'm going to.
What
Andrew-
weapon do you summon? That's the.
Yeah, so Andrea is going to summon up a magical scythe of Sekra
Nice.
that appears, resplendent above her head. She doesn't have to see what's going on to know that Sekra's gonna show up and kick some butt.
So yeah, you make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon, so which is going to be the elemental.
Yes.
You're still making the attack and aiming it, so it is still going to be disadvantaged, but you'll get to make it again every turn,
Okay, yeah.
along
okay.
with your own actions,
Yes, so
kind
I
of.
will do that.
Um,
So when I'm using my adding my spell casting bonus to this. This is
to
the first time ever using
do
spiritual weapon.
melee spell attack, yeah. So you're using your spell attack bonus. So whatever your
17.
But with disadvantage still, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Is it with okay. So maybe
Shut
not 17.
up.
Oh no, it's more like 11.
11, and you have proficiency with it too. So-
yeah, so I add
It's
my
not going to
proficiency
hit.
on top.
Yeah. That's your
Okay,
your
so
spell
13.
attack will be your wisdom plus proficiency,
Yes,
unlike
yeah,
your
but that's-
heals.
Yeah, but that's what I'm adding.
So yeah, you're not going to make that one, but there is a giant scythe, spiritual scythe there, and
Yeah. Okay.
it's going to be able to make that attack each turn. At the end of your turn, you are no longer blinded,
Cool.
and you can pick who goes next.
Yeah, I want Tangle to go next.
Okay.
That healing.
So up in the sky, as I'm casting spells, I notice the bark skin just fade away.
Oh, and that's your sign that Welltide's in trouble.
Yeah, I immediately I'm like, oh shit, and then I look down and see the elemental on Welltide and she's on the ground or whatever. So I just dive bomb down and I'm just going to deliver a cure wounds as I arrive. Which I think, do I roll for that or how does that work?
Yeah.
I don't know how my spells
Sorry,
work.
I
Didn't you print out a bunch?
No, but I have them all on my app here.
That's
it's-
my burnout for that too. So.
Oh, thank you for checking.
Yeah.
It's a D8 plus your spell casting modifier.
Oh, okay, so I don't even roll success or anything.
Yeah, D8 plus charisma mod.
9.
Cool.
Yeah,
Isn't it 4 now?
it is 4 now because
So that's,
we leveled up and I didn't
so
change
10.
that. So it's 10.
Cool. So you get 10 HP,
Woo.
and it's touch. So yeah, you had to fly all 50 feet back down to save them.
Did indeed.
So Welltide, 10 HP.
Awesome. So I'm back at 10. This
Um,
is a little...
I'm going to use an interrupt to make the methods go next. And upon seeing you there,
Oh, I gotta burn out. Sorry.
yeah,
which-
roll that burnout. And let's try that again in the
That's it.
dogs. You're so bad at.
Oh my God.
gosh!
I keep catching
In it.
I succeed.
I feel like you shouldn't have. You didn't succeed at life. So who got blinded? It was Andrea and Kanaima, and there's one on Welltide. So they're just gonna make normal claw attacks now. Kanaima does a 17 hit,
Yeah.
4 slashing damage. I mean, I guess I have. No, you're not blind anymore. I guess I would have had advantage on that, but that doesn't matter. Does 17 hit Andrea?
Yes, it does.
4 damage. And this other one, because Welltide's down, is going to attack Tangle. So it's does 13 hit?
Yes.
4 damage slashing.
Okay.
As a dust method attacks you as well. Next up is going to be Kanaima.
Okay.
So you have disadvantage on attacks, but you can still like make out your surroundings a bit. Like I want to say blindness is not like complete utter blindness in this case. You still had a good view of the battlefield and knew what was happening before you went down.
Is there any like
Wait.
cover nearby at all?
I see there's like some rock outcroppings and like boulders and stuff that aren't trying to kill you that
Okay.
you could run and hide behind.
How far are they?
I say the closest one's like 10 feet away.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Like attack and get behind it?
No, I want to drag the Aarakocra behind it.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, okay. So I want to do that. I want to get the Aarakocra out of the fight, like in the middle of our battlefield.
Perfect.
So I'm going to hide her.
Do you want to hide as well?
So I assume it would be like an action to drag
You,
them behind
it'll
there,
take your
or-
full move, but
Yeah.
like you still have an action and a bonus action,
Okay.
and you can bonus action hide if you want and do a range attack.
I don't have any range.
Right, you took no range tags.
had no range
as the rogue.
weapons.
You're like,
only
I don't fight from afar like a coward.
Right? I have to be in the middle.
Nothing flies that could kill me.
Right? So,
Said my teammate. Yeah, no. What would you like to do? Would you like to hide for the turn and lay low?
yeah, because I'm still blinded, right? So
Yeah, and we'll wear off this turn, so you might just want to take
so
it.
I'm gonna hide.
Sure.
as a
Make
bonus
a
action?
dexterity stealth check.
Oh my god, that's terrible. It's a 2. Plus 3.
So that's not going to cut much.
Yeah.
You can still like dodge as your main action for the turn. While the blindness wears off.
I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. So attacks have disadvantage on you, and you have advantage on dex saves. All right. Who do you want to go first for the next round?
Next round.
Me.
You were the
Tango.
last one.
All
Tangle,
right.
Oh,
you're
wait.
kicking things off.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I have resurrected Welltide, I'm going to go back up into the sky.
Round 3, let's do it. Opportunity attack from the method unless you disengage, though. Want to take it?
Yeah, whatever. It misses.
19 plus 4, so
No, it
it
doesn't.
does hit.
Okay.
4 damage,
All right.
slashing damage.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you at?
13. None of your business.
That's 13, not your starting HP? I'm joking.
Yeah, might as well.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, so back up into the sky where I'm relatively not engaged.
I don't think anyone did any damage that entire round.
Nope.
It's all just like...
Oh, gosh, guys, this is rough.
We're setting up.
we're making some plans.
We're gonna knock it out.
Things
it's good.
are happening, okay?
What are you doing?
There's earth elemental.
Doing more thunder damage?
I mean, like, don't we have a whole volcano thing ahead of us where we won't long rest?
We're dying.
I'm not going to have anything left.
I know. I'm also nervous about that.
Okay. Sure. I'm going to do... It's all still clumped together, right?
I'm gonna say now you're gonna have trouble not hitting your allies in it if you're looking to shatter again, because they're all right next to people. Like the
Can't I not hit them?
Well, because it's gonna
no,
be
you
10
can't
foot
choose. It's 10-foot radius.
You can like
Right,
I say
place it
you
somewhere,
couldn't. You could
but-
probably like if you want to hit one of the methods or the elemental alone, you can probably figure that out. But hitting like at this pace, like not your allies and trying to hit multiple enemies is not going to cut it.
Okay, I'm going to do
Remember,
something
also-
a little more controlled then.
You have sorcery points that you can turn into spell slots.
True.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to do Scorching Ray because I can get 3 rays and aim them wherever
Yeah,
I want.
let's do
so
it.
I'm going to aim one at each of the methods.
And just try and take them out.
Yeah.
What is it? An attack roll?
I think so. Let me see. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Perfect. You're trying to hit 12.
Okay. I can do that, right?
What's the first one?
Plus my spellcasting ability or spell attack bonus?
Spell attack bonus.
Where's your
Okay,
spell
so
stuff?
13.
It's going to be actually +6 because they all went up by 1.
Okay, so 14.
That hits.
Yeah, that one misses. And that one hits.
Okay. And how much damage does Dylan hit?
It is going to be 2d6 per thingy. So one of them's taking 7.
Okay. First one right out dies. It was the one on Kanaima.
Nice. It's sizzles and crackles
Yeah.
and burns, and there's like a smell of little dead mephit flesh.
Oh wait, it was on you, but you ran away from
Yeah.
it, I believe.
Yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
kind of like
Okay.
Okay, 6
Perfect.
to the next one.
And it was like hit, miss, hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
That's the one on like you and Welltide, or that was on you and Welltide. And it's looking pretty rough as well.
Sweet.
There's one on Andrew still too. All the methods are looking pretty dang rough.
Great.
Their like whirlwind of sand is dissipating, and they're kind of like looking like they're barely staying afloat. Who do you want to go second for this round?
Well timed.
all right. I'm going to wild shape
Into
into a giant snake.
if you,
And
perfect.
that's what I was like doing on my phone a
Into
moment
it.
ago. I kind of wanted to. I chose
Poisonous or constrictor?
I chose to ready poisonous, but I was like, oh, I kind of wish I was constrictor, so I'd constrict the earth guy. But I'll be a giant poisonous snake this time. So the rules for attacking. Do I
Yep.
use my regular strength, or like, yeah? How do I hit it?
Um,
Instead of using-
It'll be a +6 to your attack. You have a melee attack, and it's
like I would still use the snakes. I thought the special rules.
you get to use your proficiency, but they're the same.
Oh,
Because its dex is 4, so it means its proficiency would be 2 to hit +6, and you'd have 2 as well.
oh, so I'm just using.
I'm just mathing it out because I've done a lot of monster creation shit.
So,
So,
plus
but
6
yeah,
to
it's very
hit, and then once I
uninformative.
do hit it, it's 1d4 plus 4 piercing damage,
Yep.
and then 3d6 poison damage.
Yes.
And it needs to make a DC.
Yeah, the DC 11 con save.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to? Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So I turn into this big, giant poisonous snake. It kind of looks a little bit like similar to Alda in terms of like coloring and like just trying to look a lot like that celestial. But
By
it's
giant
still a
too,
snake.
like this is a medium creature, so it's like it's larger than Andry. Andry is small.
Yeah, that's true.
It is is a medium creature, so this is a large snake.
Dang.
Yeah.
The elemental is a step larger than it, but yeah, still.
So yeah, just immediately bounce into the snake and just straight up like just strikes the elemental.
Oh man!
Whoa.
All right, let's make this melee attack.
Um,
So +6. You're definitely gonna hit.
all right, so
1d4 plus 4, and I'll make a con save, which I pass.
okay, so you'll take half damage of 3d6.
So you managed to do what's the initial damage? 6.
So yeah, I rolled 2 on the d4.
Perfect. So it'll be 6 in total.
Oh, do I actually add
4.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Adds its
four,
dex. Yeah.
And then I'll roll.
Don't bother rolling the 3d6.
Oh,
Actually,
It's resistant.
it is immune to poison because it's rocks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's going to take no poison damage, and you learn something new about this thing. And we'll take some damage from your fangs. It's not a lot, but it's something. Who do you want to go next?
So
Well, you snake off against this boulder.
I think.
yeah.
Tangle's gone, but no one else has.
Yeah.
So Andrew's also right next to this rock, right? Or no?
Yes. Or I'm close. Well, I don't know.
Did you run into heal? No, your spiritual
No, I've
weapon
been
is,
keeping
but
it
you're
away.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you've been keeping distance.
Yeah.
You've got a
Okay.
method on you, but that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be toss up between like Andrea and Kanaima.
I just want to go before the methods do.
Go
That's
for
my
it.
only-
Okay, yeah. So
Okay, so there's a method that is right next to the rock creature and the now snake
Yeah.
well-tied, and
Yeah.
then there's a method next to me,
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
So essentially, yeah, I want to do Sacred Flame on the method that's next to me. Then I want my spiritual weapon to attack the method that's next to the rock
Getting rid of the
creature.
add-ons right
Yeah, just
now?
get rid of them.
All right. Okay. So roll for your Sacred Flame. Wait, that's a.
No, that you have to roll
Dex?
for that one. Yeah, Dex. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit a 13.
My spell save DC is 13. So that mean I hit you?
It means I save.
Really? But I thought that when you're
Yeah.
attacking, but then
when you're attacking,
Whenever you roll,
something-
if you hit the target number, you pass it.
Yeah.
If you hit the
Ooh.
target or above. So if you
Okay.
attack and you hit my AC perfectly, you do hit.
Wow.
If I save and I hit your DC perfectly, I do save.
I stare daggers at the method that is right in front of me.
Let's roll an attack roll for this
Yeah,
spell attack
let's
for
get rid of that
the
other one.
dude.
That's not great. Which
9
one? Oh, it's
plus-
9 plus 5, so 14.
No, that's not gonna hit.
I hate my life.
No, or wait, you're trying to hit the method?
I'm trying to hit the
Yes. The method
Oh, that
is
does
dead.
it? Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
Great.
You don't
I
have to
love
roll
it.
damage.
I love my
that
life.
method is dead. Sorry, I thought you were hitting the elemental.
Yeah.
So the only one alive is on you. The methods have lost a lot of their courage here.
Yeah.
Next up is either
I didn't
Kanaima
know
or
that
one of
Sekiro
the
was on our
enemies.
side, so that changes things.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. The size of Sekiro really showed everyone
Yeah, yeah.
Sekiro take the wheel.
as it cut through this dust method, turning into a literal pile of dust.
Hmm.
This one is close to well tied. Make a DC 10 save, dex save. Sorry.
Do I use my dex or?
Yeah. Oh, nope. You'll use it'll be a +4
Oh,
to
sweet.
your roll because you're a snake. Physical stats, you get the snakes. So 12, you're gonna pass. You're not blind.
Sweet.
Not blinded by the dust explosion from the method because they explode when they die. The other one was not near anybody when it died.
I'm giving it to Kanaima next.
I'll wait for my guys. I'll let you all go. You all need a round of damage.
All right.
So you're behind this rock.
I'm behind a rock right now. I think I also kind of want to finish off the method.
Yeah,
'Cause,
run
you
to
know,
Andrew's
I'm
side and
gonna
avenge.
run up there and
real
just
annoyed
to-
at it.
It's
to
only
attack
12
it.
to hit, so and yeah.
Yeah, that's a 13 plus 5.
You
so
don't even
18.
have to roll your damage for that one either.
Yeah.
It is dead. It was on like they were both like
Nice.
2 HP away from death. So,
So do we have to roll now? To see if we're blinded?
yeah, both roll a DC 10 dex save. These are really handy.
I'm good.
Pass.
Yeah, Dex?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I pass. It's like a 9 plus 3.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
You have like a bajillion decks, right?
Yeah. I have
And
like
you're
plus
safe.
3.
You're probably proficient in dex
And I'm
saves too.
proficient in
So there you
dex
go.
saves.
Andrew high fives Kanaima.
All right. Do you? So
I realized
okay.
I didn't do my spell roll.
Please
too,
do.
Earlier.
For Sacred
Good.
Flame?
Yeah.
The last thing to go then is going to be the Earth Elemental.
I
And I-
guess that is.
Yeah.
Is it lonely now that its friends are gone?
It's not liking things. It's still going to swing at Well Tide because you're right here and in its face, and then it's going to do some other stuff. So it's going to make 2 attacks. Your AC is 12.
14 as the.
Oh, right. You get a better AC of 14. This was a great decision for you.
This is sweet.
Oh my God. I actually rolled a miss on one of the attacks now.
Yay.
But you're still going to take 14 bludgeoning damage.
That is fine. I have how much snake? life?
24 because it's
24.
6 times level, or 6 times 4, right?
Sweet.
And will be better than the snakes.
And I took 14. You said.
Yep.
All right, so I'm at 10.
So
10
you
HP
didn't
as a
die
snake.
as a snake.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're a healthy snake. Druids in our homebrew rules get a little buff to their animal HP, so that's good. Yeah.
I'm gonna steal if it's back onto our turn rotation, if it's possible.
I actually get to choose.
Oh, okay.
But first, I'm gonna make a decision here. So you're up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna stay here and focus on you.
Okay. So even though I took damage, I can't steal the.
Oh, yes, you can.
That's-
Go
yeah,
for it.
that's
sure. Yeah, that's what you're
what
saying.
it means,
You took
yeah.
damage, right? Forgot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go in for,
Go for it.
snake bites. I think I can only do 1 bite, but I'm going in for. I hits at it and I. What's
That's
that?
gonna be a miss.
It's a miss. Yeah. All right.
Do you want to stay where you are, engage with it?
Yeah, I mean,
Keep
if I
it distracted?
slither away, it's gonna attack me anyway. So
Yeah, that's true. Who do you want to go next?
Guess we'll go air.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone who doesn't have to get right into it. Yeah.
Tangle.
All right. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll keep it nice and simple. I'm just gonna throw a firebolt down at it.
All right.
Roll
spell attack.
Yeah, like 21 to hit.
Yeah, and the damage is at D4.
No, the damage is this
Okay,
one.
yeah.
4, and that's my burnout.
Okay, so 4 damage.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that D4 is mine.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, just 4 damage, and I pass my burnout.
All right. Who do you want to go next?
Kanaima.
Yeah.
Get some,
Damage
some
dealer.
deeps going.
Yeah, get some more than 4 damage
All right,
going.
I'm gonna run in with my scimitars. Just gonna run right in there.
I'm shocked.
A shocking development here.
Yeah.
Shocked
Scimitar
Pikachu
is
meme.
Kanaima.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 17 plus 5.
17 plus 5 to hit's going to hit.
Yeah. And I'm gonna-
You've got your sneak attack damage
Sneak
because you're flanking it with Well-Tied. I mean, like, you really, the rule is for the Swashbuckler Rogue, you always get your sneak attack damage.
yeah.
That's pretty absurd.
So it's 12 plus 3.
15?
I hope
So
this
that's going to be
rock
7.
creature is reconsidering its life choices.
Yeah.
Isn't that only the first attack too? Don't you
Yes,
get two?
I get another one.
All right. What you going to hit on this?
It's 14 plus 5.
You
oh,
hit,
no, plus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
5.
plus 5. You hit. So this one's just the 1d6.
6.
Oh,
All right. So that's another 3
Holy
damage. You're doing like
21.
even though you did like that's a lot of damage. Even at half damage, that's like a decent amount, even with this physical resistance. Perfect. I'm
I'm gonna
take,
feline agility.
yeah.
A fucking piece. like maybe a few feet.
Yeah, that
Right?
makes sense.
Just run.
It's up to your speed, right? Like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, okay, so it's 30 feet
So
away.
it's 30.
I'm gonna go and interrupt as the elemental.
I'm gonna spend a fate to
Or
interrupt you.
inspiration, you mean?
Or inspiration. Yeah, which one? What's
It's
what's
inspiration
fate
you can
do?
spend. Fate saves you from death if you die.
Oh, that's good. Well, I want to spend
All
inspiration.
right, go for it.
Yeah, I want to fight you instead. So I'm gonna.
Well, I'm guessing that scythe is coming at me.
Yeah, the sight's coming in, the Sacred Flame.
Okay, I'll do the dex
Yeah,
save.
do that one, then I'll roll for
I fail it.
Okay, awesome. So that one's gonna just be a straight D8, which is 4.
Perfect. Goes all through.
And my burnout is good. And then my attack is 17 plus 5. Finally
Yep.
hitting stuff.
You're all coming in with the damage finally.
Yeah.
You waited for these good
How the
rolls.
D8 is 5
turntables.
plus 3 is 8.
Another 8?
How the chairs have
That's right.
sprung.
Y'all have done like a good 20 damage with those like 2 turns.
I
That's
don't
pretty
like this
good.
rock.
Yeah, more than that, Kanaima did 21. Oh, wait, no, because
Kanaima
of the
did
physical
10.
resist. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heckin' physical resist.
I could really.
That's very
Yeah.
fair. I'll take the next turn as the elemental because I took damage.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
the end of the round.
I'm just going to see which one of the 3 it wants to hit you. Is that the end of the round? Tangle. Oh, yeah. Kanaima and Andrew went. You're right. It's not going to be you. Hint, hint. What? Don't touch my stuff.
Crossing out those dust methods
You
because
shouldn't
they're all
even look.
fucking dead.
That's we're gonna reroll. All right. It's going to burrow underground, and it's popping up near Kanaima.
Yep.
Ooh.
I must be out of good rolls by
When
now,
it
right?
burrows, do I get an attack of opportunity as it's about to?
I'll allow it.
All right.
Nice. Kill it.
I'm gonna bite it.
You know what? I don't know, so I'm going to say yes because I'm a kind DM running a hard mode game.
Nice.
19
You're definitely going
plus
to hit it.
stuff to hit.
So
Nice.
1d4 plus 4.
All right.
And I won't make a mocking constitution save now.
Well, 5.
5, and that's halved because physical, so that's 2. Everybody counts. Okay, I'm getting unluckier. It's only 14 damage.
Yay, only 14
Only
damage.
14 damage.
Is this like elemental reconsidering attacking us?
It's looking like
anytime?
it's getting worn down for sure.
Like maybe it wants to.
And without its
preserve
other
itself?
things too. I think if you get
I'm
it
at
to a certain
3.
point and hack off enough of it, it's definitely going to not want to die here. It's not currently at that point just yet, but it's getting close.
Whatever, we're ganging up on it.
I'm going to say Well-Tide can go next.
Oh,
I think you're the least threatening attack-wise right now,
yeah, probably.
to be honest.
Tempting to just like pop out of my snake and moonbeam, but I should save that for the volcano. So yeah, I'm just gonna slither up to it and
do another attack?
hiss and attack.
Yeah.
Mommy's impressing Aldo right now.
Mommy's going to teach you how to fight.
Full-tide turns.
All right,
Pay
roll it
attention.
up. Plus 6.
Do you say it in
Yeah, you're
personal
gonna
tongue,
hit.
though?
And 1d4 plus 4.
All right, let's do a different die and hope I get a better roll. Nope, one again.
No, they all roll ones.
They're all ones.
I'll just roll ones.
So that was a 5, so that's only 2 still. Who do you want to go next?
Kanaima, or DPS.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm currently at 3 HP.
Oh my god, are you?
Yeah.
Amazing. Go for it.
Okay, well, it's like right
It's on you.
on me, so I'm gonna attack it twice.
You're also flanking it anyway right now because of. I mean, you always got that. So.
I mean, it
You're
doesn't even
good.
matter. The only way you won't is if there's a bunch of enemies and just you.
Like an 8 plus
No.
5.
That will not hit.
Yeah.
But your second one might.
Okay, let's try. That's a 13 plus 5.
That will hit.
Yeah.
So, I guess you still get sneak attack damage.
I could, yeah, because I
You
get it once per turn,
turn.
so I can choose when to apply it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking rogues.
Alright,
You haven't got it yet.
All right.
Oh,
Oh
Is
my.
that almost
Whoa.
perfect? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
17.
one off.
Yeah.
17 plus 3.
3.
So 20.
Oh boy.
Wow. Yeah, you're making it hate its life.
And then I'm also gonna just like run away.
Perfect. I'm going to steal because I took damage, and
I want to hide behind something though when I run away, or just take some cover.
yeah.
Yeah.
You won't even need to because this thing is like starting to crumble with that. Like you managed to get a few good like scimitars in, and you just like knock it with like the butt end of one in such a way that like one of its huge kind of stony arms just like collapses into the ground, and it's kind of like lumbering around, and it just like molds back into the earth in a fucking hurry. And that's like the last you see of it. So,
And stay gone.
so the dust settles, and you're in this like, you see this.
pun intended.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. This is still morning. And the sun is rising up to like nearing noon, and this Aarakocra is like kind of with a bit of, I won't make you pay a ration for it, but with like a little bit of water and stuff, they're coming to.
Who's the worst off of all of us at this point? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna spend my channel divinity to heal you.
I'm gonna slither
Myself,
to
how
all
much I
the
heal you for with that?
meet up.
Alive.
Aww.
Barely.
That was rough.
I know. Oh man.
We'll both
Was it
kinda
rough
slither
up there?
To,
I came down more than once.
Who's tending to the Aarakocra?
Me.
You are?
I can tend to it when I'm done channeling divinity too.
I just mean like
Yeah.
in general, like who's at their side socially.
Me.
I'll also go to this side. Like I'll break out of snake farm.
I was gonna be
resume-
like, "Are you a snake still?"
I slithered up as a snake
Like-
with Alda, and then just,
What's your maximum hit points?
Yeah.
39.
39. Okay, cool.
you're just like, am I just gonna be a snake now? Is that your thought? I hiss in agreement. Like,
Yeah.
Her name is Jin, and she talks to you, and she says that she's like she thanks you for saving her and for protecting her.
No need for the formalities, Jin. Don't you remember me?
Who is Jin?
Jin was from the same village as me.
Yeah, also from Shava.
Yeah.
I like that. She like kind of blinks and like takes a while to recognize you because how long has it been since you've been to Shava?
Like a
So you
decade.
heal 19
So, like-
hit points, and I give 1 to Well-Tied.
So I'm at
Because I've
11.
got 1 extra 1.
This person recognizes Tangle and is like, Tangle, is that you? And like has not seen you since you were, how old are you now?
Like 30 something.
So like you were like in your, so you were, yeah.
I was you
were young.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like.
Are you near the end of your life cycle?
We have a shorter than humans. I think we're only like 50-ish years or something like that. So I'm like.
You're like middle.
I'm like middle age.
Just
Yeah, like she would have seen me when I was like a young adult or something like that, like turning 20 or some shit, like whatever the equivalent.
Wow. So like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's older than me, isn't she? Or she?
No, she's like middle age as well. She's like in her 30s, I think.
Oh
Like,
shit. Okay.
probably same age as you.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah. Oh, it's just dramatic.
I know.
Yeah.
Jin recognizes you and is like, "Oh, Tangle, is that you? Like, I haven't seen you in so long. What are you doing out here with these strange people?"
Yes, they are very strange. I apologize for their appearance and
Lack of wings.
lack of wings. Yes, they disgust me too, but they are good companions.
Oh, did you know Tangle's mom? Do you know her? Do you know Tangle's mom?
We're pretty sure
We're
she's
really-
a cat.
We're really intrigued by Tangle's mom. Or at least I am.
Jin would know my mom because Jin had a big crush on me and was always like hanging around my nest and like trying to like make friends with my family.
In Bird High School.
I love this.
Yeah.
Tell me
Jin
more about
100%
her.
knows my mom.
You know, Jin is like one of like, even though she was young, a very talented hunter and like protector of the city and stuff like that.
Oh.
So like you know that she is very like well respected. And she's like, what strange companions you've chosen and such strange words they say. Such strange things coming out of their mouths all the time.
Yes, you can't really help it. They do that all the time.
I'm Well-Tied. It's nice to meet you. I go in for like a hug.
She's like, yeah, she's not quite standing up or anything yet, but she like
Just a little
appreciates it.
gentle hug.
She's like, I feel like I'll be okay once my wounds heal. She's like, I just got the wind knocked out of me a bit and lost vision for a little bit there. That thing packed a harder punch than I noticed. And well, before I could even react, it was upon me out of nowhere.
So what brought you out here? What have you been doing in this area?
She kind of like looks at you a little untrusting, and like maybe it's a little secretive a bit. And
Adri looks back, also untrusting.
yeah, I know, right? Henry matches that. And she's like, I'm here. The elders asked me to I have sent some of us out to scout the desert. We've heard rumors that people might be coming to our village looking for something.
Oh.
We've heard about that too.
And she says like the elder sent me and a few others to just scout the desert, looking for people, for specific people. And she's like, I don't feel like sharing this with outsiders, to be honest. It's about the safety of our home.
Okay, I'm going to swap to Aarakocra language and just start talking to her in that. Yeah.
I just assume they're pecking on the ground.
Chirps, some like...
What, they're just like a...
Yeah, some talon scratches, a couple little like little beak chatters and
If I
whatnot.
can't speak with animals, will I understand what they're saying?
No. Aarakocra is a very sophisticated language.
That's like so funny though.
I'm going to eat your fucking worm.
And then you can eat Well-Tied as a worm.
Oh!
Oh my god.
How tasty is
There
Well-Tied
are
worm?
birds that eat snakes.
Yeah, there's things that
And that bird is
That's
Tangle.
true. They are, you know what?
the circle of life.
Okay. Well, let's not worry about that right now. Anyway,
The snake to my Aarakocra.
yeah.
Or the Aarakocra to my snake.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm going to speak to her in Aarakocra, and I'm going to tell her that the like 4 elemental stones are under, or whatever, are being sought out by an evil woman named Venora.
Yeah.
Venora.
Or are we being included in this conversation now?
No. Well,
It's
Well,
an Aarakocra.
I mean,
I'm saying it to her in Aarakocra. Like, it's stuff you all know.
Yeah,
Would we hear Venora?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Sure. Why not?
Go
Because,
on.
yeah, there's probably not a direct translation. Similar to, like, if you were, like, introducing your name in, like, whatever language, you'd probably, like... Yeah, anyways. Yeah. I tell her that there's like an evil woman named Venora who is trying to find the elemental stones for some sort of unknown evil purpose. We're trying to beat her to it and gather them ourselves. And I have reason to believe that one of the stones is kept in the sacred temple that we're not supposed to go in.
She like relays to you that she was worried about the temple when she left and warned the elders, and it's going to be very well protected. And she's going to like continue her search and head back towards Shava to re-meet with people there.
Okay.
And yeah, she thanks you for the information, but she asks you like, why didn't you come back? We all thought you would.
Oh, I just got chills. Sad chills. Oh, God.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to crush your soul.
I'll just tell her that there's a lot of reasons that I had to leave family and companions, and I just needed to find myself and not worry about the other people in my life.
She says that it's obvious that you are a competent warrior, and she says your homeland needs every warrior it can get. So when you're done whatever you're doing out here, it might be time to come home finally and help us protect our home.
I give her a big hug. And I say, thank you for saying that. And yeah, I tell her we'll be coming to the village soon enough. So yeah, prepare for our arrival and don't let Venora, a dwarf woman, enter the city under any circumstances.
Okay.
Or kidnap her, I don't know, one of the two.
She thanks you for the information. She returns the hug, and then when she leaves, she gives you the Aarakocra equivalent of a peace sign.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, heads on. She's taken you guys have taken some time with her.
You didn't tell us about her mom. His mom, please.
Were you talking about your mom the whole time when you were speaking your language?
Swear the word cat in there.
Yeah.
A lawyer Aarakocra, but I swear.
Yeah.
One of those trips sounded like cat.
No. We did not discuss cats.
But did I get any information about his mom?
I won't spoil anything yet.
Oh man.
I keep it going. As noon hits and you make camp here and kind of rest a little bit, you all gain 1 fatigue, or lose 1 fatigue, I should say.
Is this a short rest?
It can be if you want. Do you want to rest for the hour? It's not going to slow you down too. It's just, I'd say, yeah, you have to stop anyways
I am
during day's travel.
very sleepy. I don't know what to do about this.
You get to sleep when you hit night.
Can I take a nap?
I don't think it will recover anything just yet.
Okay.
This might be just the
I'm
slow.
at very sleepy. That is one step above barely awake.
Oh, you are, so you gain exhaustion.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah, exhaustion.
How are you at energized?
Because everyone else gained +3, but I got
Yeah.
Plus one?
Yeah.
I got +3, and I didn't lose the one from climbing the orc stairs that they all lost.
Oh my god, you stupid bird.
Really smart bird, actually.
Anyways, okay, so that makes sense that you're 3 lower or so. All right, so you're very sleepy, so just keep in mind you have a disadvantage on ability checks because you have a level of exhaustion right now.
So
Not the end of the world.
Can we make this a short rest? Okay. So then I'm going to recharge my channel divinity, and then I'm going to spend it again once our rest is done.
I also need to do some healing.
Cool.
Yeah. So wait. So
Cover wild
who,
shapes on wrist?
who's still
I
pretty
believe wild
rough
shape
in terms
is
of
long
HP?
rest.
Can
I'm
you
at
definitely
22,
need-
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you. You're 20, and your total's 39, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm giving you 19 again.
Okay.
And I'm going to give another one to...
You regain them after short or long rests.
So
And you're gonna give another heal to Welltide?
Yeah, it's another
One hit
yeah,
point?
Yeah, just because I'm giving
So I'll be
most
at
of it to our
12.
tank.
Do you want to spend any hit dice?
Well, you can give me just up to the point where I'm at full, right?
Oh wait, are you past full when I give
Well,
you? Oh, if
yeah,
you're
'cause I was at
21.
22, and
oh yeah,
then-
yes, then yes. How much is it that gets you to full?
It would be like 17?
Okay, 17. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna give 3 to Welltide then.
So 14.
14, and then I'll roll 1.
You want to roll a hit die?
This is the 8.
Yeah. Oh, druids get d8s. I guess that's, yeah, no, only wizards get less.
Uh,
Well, that's 1 plus con modifier.
3 HP.
Thank God you put points in con, eh?
Yeah.
Do you, were you below half? No. Oh, you were.
Yeah, it was.
You have to expend a healer's kit use to do that.
Oh, to go.
If you're below half and you want to use hit dice. But it's okay if you do. Like, it's worth it.
I could give you more HP than I've been giving you too. I've been focusing on Kanaima just
Are
because
you rolling
Kanaima
something?
takes the hits, but
It's okay. You know what?
if it'll mean not
What are you
having
rolling?
to do the healer's kit.
I was gonna say, knowing the
just
healer's
hit
kit,
dice.
I won't do the
Okay.
the die.
Are you rolling hit dice?
How low are you? Yeah,
And you got a 1?
14. It's fine.
Yeah.
Plus
Well,
your
and that's my
con?
second one, so I've used 3 out of my 4.
Okay. And
And I'm at 20.
were you below half max
No.
HP? Okay, good. Barely. You were at 13 out of you 12
I
would
can
have been
give
it.
less to Kanaima and more to you.
So if I'm being healed to 14, so I was healed up from 11 to 14. Then if I were to use it,
Yeah,
after
that's
hitting
fine.
14, I
Okay.
could have done
That's
that.
fine.
Okay, sweet.
So, so then I will have used that die, and it was
Perfect.
3
Yep.
HP.
Some low rolls on some hit dice is not what we need right now. Do you want
I'm
to
wondering
use?
if I should use my 4th.
Do you want to make any spell slots? I guess you can decide on them in a moment. Or well, I think it's a bonus action.
17's like.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
To turn what? Sorcery points into spell slots?
Yep.
We can
Yeah, I
spare
can do
some
that whenever.
Healing on the spot.
All right.
If we
Yeah,
need
if we
to.
really need to.
So-
I mean, you
Spell
could have given
slots.
me like less. I have all my
Yeah,
hit
that's
dice.
what we've been debating.
Like
Oh.
I have all of my hit dice still.
Sure.
Okay, maybe I give you like.
Do you want to say like 5 off you, 5
yeah,
to
that's
you?
exactly what I was thinking.
Cool.
Yeah. since,
Gain
so
5
you
well
have
tied, lose
And I'll
5 for
take 5,
Kanaima.
so 3, 4.
Oh, we sorted it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, was there points of hunger and thirst amidst all that too?
Just fatigue.
Just fatigue.
Just
Okay.
one fatigue for
I'll
everybody.
use one of my hit
Oh,
dice.
I put my hunger and thirst down. Okay, that's fine.
Oh my god.
Right?
1, right? Oh my god.
You put it at.
Same.
Plus 2, so 3. Still.
How is
That's
it only
tired.
halfway through
Let's-
the day? I am so tired right now.
Maybe
this
we should
is horrible.
should turn back for the orc village.
Oh my god, you're like not even gonna go?
Take a long rest.
I think we need to make haste. Like
You've
we
only
need to
done
get
like
there before
1 or 2
Venara does.
encounters since the Yorkville, since your
I've
last
used
long
up
rest.
like most of my stuff already.
We'll save
It's okay.
some.
I still have some stuff, so
Hey, this is about venturing into the unknown and like pushing yourself, right? We all agreed characters might die here today.
Aren't we supposed to go to Pesh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
eventually.
but I think the decision was that like the stone was probably more pressing,
it's like hit the stone.
and you could do
hit
Pesh after.
It's like on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
like just blow past Pesh to the stone.
Right? I
That's
thought
what I
Pesh
thought the
was on the
decision
way.
was. I thought you guys wanted to just like beeline there.
I'm
though,
too
to,
tired
like-
to make any more decisions. Let's just keep doing whatever we're doing.
I'm confident you'll be okay and have a fun challenge at the temple and be really good.
Yeah, me too.
And I think that would make a good next episode too. So I want to see you go there.
all right.
It's in
Beeline the
building.
temple.
Okay.
So the rest of the afternoon goes by fine. At night, you're going to gain a fatigue, hunger, and a thirst. But if you
Essentially
want,
to sleep.
you can sleep and see how much you. You're sleeping out at camps, you said. So I'm not going to go through all the stuff for doing that.
Spending, right.
But you're all going to make a con save. Same thing. If you pass 10 or more, you get 3 fatigue back. If you go below 10, you get 1.
Plus con?
It's con save, yeah.
So,
So I
Wait,
succeed.
sorry, spending the ration and the water goes up 1 or goes up 2?
They all go up
So
2.
six.
Goes up 2.
Yes,
Okay,
right.
so I'm
So-
okay.
What did you get?
is it 10 or
10
above?
hits, yeah.
Okay.
10's
Okay,
good.
then I'm okay. 10.
So if you hit 10, you get 3 stuff. And then what did you do? You went down 1 and everything?
I went, yeah, but I'm going up 3, and then I'm spending more rations.
Cool.
So that I'm go down 1 on those 2, but then up
There's
2.
no
so
bonus.
I'm,
This is just a straight roll? Or
What's
okay.
everyone's
Plus
water
con,
ration?
if you have.
con?
Are you proficient
Oh, I
in
do
con
have
saves?
con. Am I? Yes, I am proficient in con saves.
So it's plus con plus 2.
Amazing. Yes,
So 3 energy for you, 3 fatigue are regained. So
Yay.
you're no longer exhausted.
I'm tired though.
But you're doing better.
I'm doing better.
Pretty good.
What's everyone's water rations like? 'Cause we
I'm
haven't-
running low.
I'm top row for all my conditions, but my rations, I only have 2 left of water and 2 left of food.
I somehow am out of water, and I have 1 food.
I can spend my last level 1 spell slot to create water, which is maybe
Well-
still worthwhile.
Until we desperately need it, you might want to save it.
We'll be fine, yeah. Like, I'm not...
Because
I'm
after
refreshed
you
still.
sleep through the night in the Badlands, you see even when at night when you camp, you can see Mountain Bara ahead of you, and it's just like a large kind of volcanic mountain. It has like streaks of molten black rock all down the sides of it and stuff like that. It's kind of a semi-active volcano, like it's infused with elemental fire magic. So even on calm days, it kind of smokes a bit ominously at the top of it and just towers above you. And using some I'm gonna say the orcs even gave you a little bit more information about where to find the specific entrance to the temple. So in the morning you trek out again, and as you get to the base of the mountain and start to climb up some of its hills into noon, you eventually come around a corner and you see the entrance carved out in like black, like onyx dark stone. There's like 2 pillars, and they have what look like the heads of salamander, like fire elementals on them carved into them, and there's an archway leading in, and there's like a heat coming out of there that you can feel tangibly, even though it's like quite dark inside, and a cracked, like twisted kind of sideways tunnel leads into it on uneven ground. It looks like it's just like kind of fallen into the mountain a bit, but ahead of it you can like sense that there's like an echo and a warm air coming out of this cave. You have officially reached the halls of Nizra, which is going to be where our next game takes place, as you brave the dangerous fire temple.
We're gonna
And we
straight
see
up
how you
die.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you necessarily will.
Pretty sure we're gonna die.
It's not looking good.
But yeah, no. Well, that encounter was meant to wear down some resources before you got here, and it
did.
certainly did.
It did. Wow.
Wow.
This is supposed to be hard mode. I feel so bad. Oh my god.
I meant to. So now that we're done and we're talking about like game stuff, I know all of us meant to like kind of make sort of characters that were like, you know, it's like, oh, this is hard mode. Maybe I'll like write someone that I don't mind dying so that I can like, you know, write
my God,
a
no,
cool
you all
second
have
character.
characters that I would
But
hate to die.
But then like we ended up making such great characters that
No,
we
I
love
hate
so
those.
much.
Oh, I hate it so much.
So like I don't want anyone to die because I love us.
no,
all.
I loved Kanaima from the very beginning.
I really like. I don't want to push it until it happens, but I do want it to happen because like it would be a monumental moment for me because I've been
Yeah.
DMing D&D for like 5 years, and like I have never killed a character in my life because I'm too nice, and I'm always like I've never pushed people hard enough, and
I'm kind of on board. Like, let's
yeah, like
see
I
what
feel like I
happens.
need
Like-
to do that for myself as part of like just like a rite of passage as a DM, you know? Like I don't want to brag about how many characters I've killed because I think that's BS and I think that's just like bad DMing. But like, and I don't want to be against you all, but I want to provide challenge and I want someone to go down and everyone will have to mourn them and it'll be really emotional and cool.
I don't want anyone else.
Apparently, I love grief.
Yeah.
Do you want to go around and do our little stars and wishes thing? Or like, well, it's turned into basically, what do we like about this game? Which I don't mind at all. And what did you like about this episode? And what are you excited for? Who wants to start? Anyone can start. Start with Brianna, because you never start, because you're never on my right or left.
Yeah, no. What did I like?
I put you on the spot. I'm sorry. Yeah. Other than like Tangle's past getting revealed a bit.
Oh yeah, that was pretty great. I did like that. I didn't like that I didn't find out anything about Tangle's mom.
You're gonna have to go there and find out.
It is complicated, and we haven't spoken in a long time.
I'm trying to figure out what this tenuous relationship is.
Maybe it'll be the reason he hates all cats so much.
I also liked our like that little conversation that we had like while we were walking about like what we do with like the money. That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one of the things in your encounter table are like conversation starters. I
Yeah.
think that's really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably the star I was going to say too, was like just that whole, like, not only, you know, we talked about having opportunities to do more role play and like character interactions and all that kind of jazz or whatever, but like having that just come up, like even as inorganically as it did, I was like, oh, sick. Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Like that was very like, yeah, this is fun.
Liked it.
Yeah, like same thing for me really. Like this was an interesting session in where we had like a good amount of like RP elements and like characters connecting, but then also like a really tense combat like situation. First time Welltide got downed, and also the most aggressive she's been in battle. So that was kind of interesting. And then I kind of also liked like Welltide kind of being challenged a little bit because she's very trusting of everything, and then having like someone that she sees as being like respectful and wise being like, don't tell other people because they're looking for this.
Yeah, a lot of things being
That was just
challenged.
like shook her a bit. And then again, like seeing for Welltide, seeing somebody like kind of close to death, like that's what like made her immediately go, you know, like bark skin on Tangle. It's like, we're going in and saving this person. Like I'm not reasoning with this elemental this time. So
Yeah,
like,
you've
there was
learned that some things
no-
are just kind of crappy.
Yeah, like her pacifism didn't like really surface.
there's like a like mother protection thing that like instinct that like
Speaking of
triggers
which,
in her.
I forgot something. You got downed.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
into
gonna
it
you're gonna roll a d10.
right now.
Yeah,
We're learning this mechanic.
I know, and I'm just gonna whiz by what we've done. A 6?
Is that a 6 or a 9? Yeah,
That's
6.
a 9.
No, that's a 9. Yeah.
It's a 9.
Yeah.
Is that better?
No, well, it's just where it is. So you have a wound on your chest, so I'm gonna say it's like probably like a cracked rib or something from getting set down. So
That
like,
makes sense, but blood
yeah,
kind of thing.
it costs you. Who has the healer's kit?
We both do, I think.
Use up one healer's kit use. It is bandaged, so it does nothing bad to you. If you get critted, it opens up again the wound, and you have one level of exhaustion.
So, and I have 5 charges on a healer's kit, right?
Yep. So it goes down 1, and then you have a lingering wound on your chest.
Do you want to do it on my healer's kit instead of yours?
Sure. I guess it would make sense that you would
I
probably
do it
treated
before
my
you.
my
Yeah.
And I won't go through, like, usually you'd make a check on a short rest, and it just causes a level of exhaustion if it's not treated, and it reopens if you get critted.
and wounds. So it's a chest. Like,
Yep.
is
I'm
it
gonna say
a
cracked rib is
cracked
probably
rib?
like
Okay.
pretty
Wait,
reasonable
so
for
what-
a earth elemental.
What are those rules again? Just so I can.
If it's treated, it's fine. If it's open, it gives you a level of exhaustion. If someone crits you when they attack, it opens again, and you
Okay,
have
that's
to
the part
retreat
that-
it.
yeah.
And then on a long rest, you can make a roll to see if it heals. If you like Tangle rested long rest.
You also had a cracked rib, I think, from being constricted.
I did, yeah.
I'm very original as a DM. You're welcome. I really like the part where we did RP too about that. So it's part of the Darker Dungeons rule set, which is awesome. If you want to check it out yourself, it's a bunch of homebrew rules that not only make your game super hard mode, but they make it super cool too, with a lot of like cool stuff like this, which is like conversation encounters instead of just all combat. And you can find out more about it at Darker Dungeons on Reddit if you search for it, or on Patreon. Yeah, it's a really cool set of rules. But yeah, I made my own conversation kind of stuff and wrote a few things down ahead of time that I wanted to see, like I thought were interesting. So that's one of the ones from their list, and it's that spoke to me. Yeah, and it's like it's inorganic, but like I don't know, conversation happens when you travel.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was an inorganic, like like prompt for it, but it still felt like an organic conversation our characters
Yeah.
would have. So
Yes.
like in my
Yeah.
mind, I still saw it as like organic.
Yeah, it's kind of like on an action TV show, you know, when it's like a lull and they cut to like them having a casual conversation, like mid-conversation or something around a dinner table or something like that. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, I like how the travel isn't just like you were here, now you're here, and nothing like we didn't talk to each other on the way there, or like.
This has taught me a lot about how to do travel in D&D, and I'm still like trying to smooth it out a bit, but I really like where it's going. I've had
Pick your brain about it a little bit, actually.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about it on the ride home. And, but yeah, I really liked it. Anything else that people?
I like that. I think it's really interesting that we're like really being challenged on this like second outing, like a bit more so than the first one. And I think like I'm really interested in what you just said, Jonathan, about the like sort of like I'm excited to see what the RP consequences of some of this end up being for Welltide. I think it's interesting the way in which the because in Dungeons and Dragons, like mechanically, like the combat and the role playing are they're more separate than they maybe could be.
You kind of are supposed to like make characters that are okay killing everything.
Yeah. But the like at least right now in this campaign, like I'm really feeling an interesting kind of push pull. Like there's kind of like this increasing tension in the combat is having. I think there's like we're starting to see some RP consequences to that too, and I'm curious to just the fact that we're being pushed to our limits a little bit, what effect that has as we continue on with this.
Yeah, like that combat, like that shook like Welltide a bit.
But it was
It's
real dramatic.
Yeah.
Like even just that opening of like the frostbite and then
that,
Kanaima getting like smacked aside, and like
Can I say too that like this would not be nearly as intense if we did not have these like limited resources we have.
Yeah.
Like if we were like playing like standard vanilla like D&D, then like this combat would have been kind of tense, but like we're fine, we short rest and we're like good to go.
You've been like short rest in like 2 battles, so whatever.
Or
like, long rest in 2
we're
battles.
counting spell slots and we're just like we're gonna die.
Yeah.
It's
That's
very different.
Low level casting, I think, should be like that. You should be able to cast a lot of small spells a lot, but like when you want to do something bigger, like a shatter, I feel like it should be a dramatic moment. Like it should be when you actually want to do like cure wounds, it should take a lot of energy and like actually be meaningful.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like seeing this as well, like that wild shape is a resource to use, and like
Use this HP well.
Yeah, Welltide might need to lean on it like a little bit more now.
Yeah, it's interesting how some of the spells like, or at least like some of the abilities are like a little better. Like the for like me, it's like okay, spiritual weapon is really great because it's there for the whole battle now. Where like guiding bolt is a fantastic spell, but like sometimes I spend a spell slot on it and I use it and I miss, and I'm just like, well, that spell slot gone forever. Like
And also, spiritual weapon is only 1 burnout die.
yes, yeah.
It's interesting, yeah, like just talking about like spell economy, like I noticed like trying to cast like fairy fire, like a lot of the time, like that's sort of like almost like a staple thing to like grab invisibility, make things like roll, but like, or like easy to hit, but like it's easy to miss a bunch of things, and when you burn that spell slot on it, it's not as much. But then when I cast like Moonbeam, and then I can just keep moving it around, it's like really good.
So like if you're ever looking as a player to like up your D&D game, look up lists of spell rankings, because there's no balance. Like there's even, and I hate this about D&D, there's trap spells. There's like Blade Ward and stuff, which are completely useless and just like they're a trap for people who don't know the game too well. So like when it's a hard mode game, you do have to be thinking like, okay, Moonbeam is a top tier spell. I know that like Fairy Fire can be effective sometimes, but like I need to have Moonbeam, so it comes between the 2 of them, right? And like just don't pick Blade Ward. Never take Blade Ward. It's not a good spell. I don't even remember what it does because I know
like resistance.
I know the damage roll of like Scorching Ray, but I don't know Blade Ward because I think it's like a whole action to gain resistance to physical like slashing, bludgeoning, piercing.
Yeah,
for like
a turn.
1 turn for your next turn.
Only
for
yourself
1 round.
Too.
Yeah, only yourself until the end of your next turn. It is BS. It's just basically like, take the dodge action.
Yeah,
that's even
like
better.
Everyone has Blade Ward. It's called dodge. It's free. You don't have to waste a spell on it. It's just like, why does that exist? And so yeah, it does make you think about it makes you think about that. And like, there's definitely, when I worked with Jason, your spells would take, I was like giving you the insights, being like, this is a trap, this one's a must take. Like,
Well, yeah, which is funny because like it makes me think of magic cards or whatever when I was like teaching you that or whatever.
There's traps and magic cards that
There's
I fell
totally
for.
traps and magic cards. Yeah, like a lot of new players, whatever. I mean, this is getting super off topic for this.
It's fine.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, like, you know, auras or something, for example, where it's like, oh no, people are like, oh yeah, it'll make my creature so good. They'll have like +3/+3 and flying and lifelink, and it's like, and you're setting yourself up to get 2 for 1, and like having 2 cards is way more important than, you know, yeah, it's just like things that people don't think about until they're like deeper into the game.
What's interesting, like Magic, it's part of the game because they like put those things in there also.
Well, now
like,
it's here.
Well, it's for like
you.
draft though, right? It's supposed to be like part of the game is you choosing what are the like correct things. We're going a little deep Magic, I guess, but like it seems silly that it's. That
Yeah, I agree. I think it's. I think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit rough design. I don't know. It's funny because I just don't know what D&D is meant for. Is it meant to be this hard mode strategy thing? Because it definitely has the rules for it, but like. It's also just like if you go too hard mode with it without some homebrew, you're going to be just in a mess where players have to be very careful.
I think also like sometimes choosing something just for flavors kind of nice.
I also override rule of cool, especially with my spells. Like I don't care if Firebolt's the best spell I can take at that level. If I'm playing like an Ice Mage, I ain't taking Firebolt.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I actually avoided all fire things.
Because you're a water druid. Yeah,
Exactly.
of course. You're a coastal druid.
Even one of my cantrips is like shape water, which is like not particularly useful. It's very flavorful.
I
but,
always throw a cantrip away for flavor.
Yeah.
I filled my list with like everything related to wind because I was like, I'm a bird. I'm gonna like.
You kept some of them.
Yeah, I was like my cantrip. I'm like gust. I'm gonna flap my wings and do like wind thing. I have like.
What you did say was I should be able to cast gust innately because I have wings, and I'm like, it's a magic spell, and you're like, but I have wings.
I do. And
then I gave it to you anyways.
Yeah. And then I took like warding wind and other stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, it's a really great way to, if you're ever having trouble picking or narrowing it down or whatever, like rather than try to min-max, I specifically was like, no, like lean into what thematically makes sense for this bird sorcerer who's religious and spiritual and like whatever to be casting. So like I did lean a lot into the cleric things. I did lean into things that I can make like, you know, whatever ties to like the stars or all that kind of stuff, or like the wind or whatever.
Magic,
yeah. So I tried to very much base my choices on like who he is.
So jealous of you playing a non-caster.
Yeah.
All this stuff. So
You're like, I
I
picked
got
scimitars because I
Right?
like killing things.
I just got 2 swords. It's kind of not great when I'm, want to do like a range.
The simplicity of your
time
character is
throw
really
your sword.
good, though.
Yeah, I could throw my sword at things.
You've carried us through a lot of encounters.
Yeah.
You know what? It's straightforward. I run in, I hit it, I run away.
Also, I don't think it'd be too out of character for you to pick up throwing knives at our next town or
Yeah,
something.
I
like
might,
feel like
I
if
might
you,
do that.
if you need to, if Kanaim is presented with a really good reason to use them.
Yeah.
That being said, you have 3 ranged casters.
Yeah,
in the party.
we
so-
lack the melee tank. I
Yeah.
love how we have a rogue melee tank who like rolled max on all their hit dice
Yes.
for their level ups. Oh my god! Yeah, you were like 1 away from the maximum hit points. I
Yeah,
think a
I
rogue
rolled
could
a
conceivably
7
have. You have
last
what,
time
like
we leveled
38,
up. Yeah,
38 max HP for a level 4 rogue?
yeah.
You should be at like
Super cool.
20.
Yeah,
It's
right.
great. Anyways, I don't want to go on too much about D&D theory, but obviously we like this game. I had done fun. This is awesome. So yeah, tune in next week. We're back on weekly schedule for a little bit. We're going to be doing a few more games of this adventure, and we'll see where we go. So thanks everyone for checking it out. We'll see if they survive the Fire Temple next week, and thanks for checking out
Probably
Killing Flower.
not.
Probably not. I'm Julian. You can find us all on our social media handles that you can probably see during the stream. And yeah, have a good night, and thanks for checking us out.
Bye.